Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life. I am your host, Scott. Welcome. It's Saturday, everybody. Even if you're listening to this on a Wednesday, it's Saturday. Happy holidays. I hope you're doing well. So, know that I love you, know that I care about you, no matter where you are in the world. So, it's winter, it's middle of December, and depression, winter depression, the stress, it adds up. So I want to put an awareness out. If you're feeling about even a little bit of what I mentioned, please seek out somebody, talk to somebody. I know that there's answers and there's people out there that care about you. Even if you believe that's not the case, people absolutely care about you. People absolutely love you. Harming yourself, suicide, is not the answer. Talk to somebody. And know that it being the holidays and winter depression and a lot of stress, it's overwhelming, and some people you may not know is struggling through this. So let's talk about it. So winter depression can come in many different shapes and sizes, and it weighs heavy on many people. I'm currently going through winter depression. That stacks onto my daily depression. And some other things. Some of the things that I'm going to say don't apply to me, but it may apply to you, or people that you know. But it being a week before Christmas, the stress of the holidays, family, traveling, everything that goes into that, finding gifts for everybody, and it may be other holidays, because there's, I don't know when, but there's like Hanukkah and there's Kwanzaa and there's so many other celebratory things that people celebrate via like religion and stuff, but everybody can be susceptible to stress and how am I going to pay for this, or somebody might be sick, somebody might be going through many different things, and that can vary from big and small, but one of the biggest things is, financial woes. You might be laid off. you might be going through many different struggles. Yeah, raising kids, or, many different things that could be causing stress. Or, maybe you're expecting, or maybe you have a newborn, or whatever you may have, those kind of things, or the weather, or not being able to see family for various reasons. Now, that's, holidays, affect many people. Some people love the holiday stress, and they thrive on that. But those are all things that you need to put into perspective. And I don't fault anybody who suffers through holiday woes, especially since I am affected, and I'm putting myself out there. I'm being vulnerable. So some other things that affect me during the holidays is, I'm alone. I don't have family that I get to visit or see or talk to. I've distanced myself from my family for various reasons. And I'm single. I don't have a family of my own. And those things weigh heavy on me as I get older. And so just being alone and, nobody to send well wishes to, or get to know, or whatnot. I don't have any friends near me. I don't so those take a toll on me, dealing with many things, and being alone on the holidays, especially during a time where winter's already hard on me, and just it's hard to deal with a lot of those feelings and emotions, and that's okay. Those feelings, in my opinion, there's not much you can do. And I try and find the brighter sides of the world, but winter depression is hard on anybody. And I'm throwing it out there. I'm being honest. And it comes in many sizes, and affects many different people. You know, some people like being alone for the holidays and get stressed out for having to do family gatherings and those kinds of things. And for myself, I'm a conversationalist. I like talking. I like making people feel good, and I would like to have a good winter for once. But you know, being alone for the holidays and just the weight of the world does affect a lot of people. And me just being real. However, I'm lucky that I have been dealing with this for many different years. And I think that putting awareness on holiday depression is important. And if you have a problem, please talk to somebody. Suicide is not an answer. Because a lot of that affects, and you know, I care about everybody, and it's not easy to talk about, especially how long it's taken me to try and do this episode, as I try to only talk about things when I'm in the right side of mind, and I'm not in the right side of the mind. But I really want to get this out there, because, you know I'm not the only one suffering, and it's really hard, especially for me, dealing with loneliness and many different things, and depression, and just getting behind on, daily thing that needs to happen, like cleaning an apartment and that stuff. Sometimes depression gets you backlogged and overwhelming, and hopefully things can improve, and you can catch up on the thing that needs to be catched up on. And no matter where you are in the world, I care about you. I love each and every one of you, and you all matter to me. And I know it's not easy to deal with many different things. You may be dealing with loss of a family member or a loved one. And I can imagine of what you may be going through. Or or maybe you had a really rough year and it's just taken a toll. And just know that you're loved. Just know that people care about you. And you know, that's not enough, but it's all that I can do. And I want everybody to do well, and I wish everybody a great and safe holiday weekend. And you know, with the week leading up to the holidays, or whatever you may be going through, you matter. And things that you want to accomplish, they definitely matter. And the world is I'm trying to find all the positivities and not weigh on negativity, but there's a lot of negative stuff out in the world. And it's tough. And I'm taking a lot of deep breaths. I'm trying to choose my words. And it's not easy, but I'm doing my best. And especially if you're somebody like me who is depressed most of the time and don't always get to make the right choices. I am definitely socially awkward. And people judge me by my look and not my personality. And I'm gonna be honest. Not only do people judge me off of that, a lot of people in the past have taken advantage of me, have lied to me, and made promises just to get what they wanted and then leave me high and dry. So I'm traumatized and broken by being misled and various things, and they definitely take a toll on somebody. And I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I've survived, but it's really hard to move forward when you feel like you're walking on eggshells and you disappoint everybody. When I try to live the best life I can, and that's why most of my episodes either I'm rambling or I'm saying how I'm grateful for everybody, or I talk about wrestling or football or NASCAR. Those are things that I enjoy. Those are things that I like. But I also want to help people. I want to put awareness out there for people who not only suffer like I do, but for people who don't suffer, but they know people who might be suffering or struggling. And I'm going to say this. I have a few goals in my life that are helping me keep going. They are the reason why I'm one of the reasons why I'm still here. And find a new lease on life, and I take that seriously because I love being me. I love helping people, but I have a few goals that even I'm going to be honest, there's probably a 2% chance that it will happen. But I'm going to make sure that I do everything to make that a reality. And that is one of the things is next year I want to go to Japan. It's good to have goals to go, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, I'm not doing well mentally or physically. Being sick is taking a toll. But going, I have a goal on, sometime in late next year, I want to go to Japan. And, realistically, that is not feasible. But that's a goal. That's something that, I want to do that and put things aside for that. And then, this is, this podcast is, all that I have. And I'm grateful for that because I know there's a lot of people struggling with their jobs, taking advantage of them or abusing them or just beating a dead horse. And a lot of people are affected by that. And I'm deeply sorry for people like that. Especially people who, have to work 2 to 3 shifts because their employees don't want to work. It's hard. And I just trying to find the right words. So I hope everybody can survive what you're going through. Through the holidays and January and February, as they're not good months for me, for many different reasons, and those weigh a lot more heavy on me, and so winter depression stacked onto that is it's hard. However, I'm doing my best. And I try to smile. I try to make everybody laugh. But winter depression, going through things, is not easy. and not a lot of people want to talk about that. You know, when I talk to people and they say, "Oh, what is your podcast about?" And it's like mental health, disabilities, and mentally ill, and it's me helping with life, but I want to help other people. And, you know, they ignore that, you know, mental illness, you know, is a thing, or, you know, that, you know, if that's what, gets you through, okay. But people with disabilities, people who have mental health issues, they still exist. They still are struggling to do daily tasks. A lot of them might be hard on. And once they get behind on stuff, as I'm behind on a few things, and it is overwhelming to overcome that. Because it might be daunting, and it's like, I just can't deal with this today. And they push you back, and things get totally out of hand. But I'm just putting an awareness out there for people who might know people who are struggling, or who want an opinion from somebody who is struggling. And I just love everybody, and I wish everybody a wonderful week, and I will be back here next Saturday. I don't know what Christmas Eve is gonna bring, but keep your head up. Love you all. And find something to smile about. And tell the people you care about you love them. Because you never know when they're gone. And it's love life, love the people in your life, and I wish each and every one of you an amazing day, and if you know anybody who's suffering, try to make them feel better. Reach out, just tell them that you care about them, you're thinking about them. And if you're struggling with holiday depression or whatever it may be, know that I care about you, and I'm thinking about you, and hopefully you can overcome the next few weeks, and hopefully you can smile. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. This has been an episode of Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I am your host, Scott, and I'll see you back next week. Thank you so much. I love you all. I bid you all adieu.